This video is brought to you by FX's The Old Man. Watch it Thursdays on FX. Stream on Hulu.
Hey, your heads-up display is a built-in guidance system. Follow it. To the target, open your chute when the system says not before and definitely not after. Or the last thing that goes through your mind will be your kneecaps. Is that clear?
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 continuous, uninterrupted shots in action movies.
Got one! Yeah, we got one! But it's because of you! You did it. Yeah, come on, man. Yo, give him some room. Rock.
For this list, we'll be looking at the best long takes found in action films. We won't be including scenes that seem like uninterrupted shots, but have well-hidden cuts like in Kingsman. Which of these continuous shots impressed you the most? Did we leave off your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Day of the Dead. Spectre. Spectre may not be anyone's favorite Bond film, but it does have a terrific opening. We follow Bond through a Day of the Dead celebration in Mexico City as he tracks an assassin. For a little over 4 minutes, the beautiful tracking shot leads us through the festivities, up a hotel, and out on the roof as Bond stalks his prey.
Where are you going?
I won't be long.
Director Sam Mendes and his team used 1,500 extras, many extravagantly dressed, and had to close down the city's main avenue. Adding a 50-foot crane to the mix for the rooftop shots must have made things exceedingly complex. But the result is one of the best openings in any Bond film.
Alla morte. Alla morte. Bottoms up.
Number 9. Opening scene. Breaking news. An uninterrupted tracking shot can be just as impressive without the theatricality of Spectre.
怎么样？拿车。
Although buckets of bullets being sprayed everywhere also help. This Hong Kong action film opens with undercover police officers staking out a group of bank robbers. At first calm and unassuming, the scene erupts into an all-out firefight when two uniformed officers blow the sting. Despite multiple gunmen, the scene doesn't cut. We glide from innocent bystanders to the officers to the robbers, all while bullets shred through the set. The entire sequence is nearly 7 minutes long, and it's an absolutely thrilling way to kick off a film.
Image 係緊要嘅，我哋應該做返a great show，以牙還牙。
Number 8. Katana Bike Fight. The Villainess. There are several memorable action scenes that earned this revenge thriller a standing ovation at the Cannes Film Festival. One of them sees our heroine chased down by bikers with katanas in a close quarters tunnel. Although the shot is only about a minute long, it's one of the most riveting minutes ever seen in an action film. The camera moves at breakneck speed through the wheels as the bikers get ever closer. Our jaws were already on the floor before they pulled out their weapons. The sound design is incredible. Every sword clang rings out clearly. But the real hero is the camera operator because this is genuinely remarkable. Number 7. The Subway Fight. Hannah. If a father trains his only daughter to be an assassin from the age of 2, you better believe he's got some seriously deadly moves.
What's wrong? Are you hurt? You were half asleep. You must always be ready.
Some find out just how deadly in this short but sweet fight in a subway station. Building tension is the name of the game here. Eric, played by Eric Bana, immediately notices he's being followed and leads his pursuers to a secluded place to dispose of them. The fight makes great use of the space. A pillar hides Eric from the viewer before he lashes out at his attackers alongside a killer electronic soundtrack.
We got him. Picking up now.
Although the scene is only about 2.5 minutes long, it uses its time incredibly well.
Is that what she said?
Orders confirmed with her 2 minutes ago.
Martha. Damn it.
Number 6. Creed versus the Lion. Creed. As Adonis Creed begins to rise in the boxing world, he faces his first major challenger in Leo the Lion Sperino.
Right. It's about you. Yep. It's all about you. Now, you wanted this? Let's go, Coach. I want you to make it happen.
As the fight is vital to the character's arc, director Ryan Coogler and cinematographer Maurice Alberti made it stand out. The 4.5-minute long uninterrupted bout puts the viewer up close and personal with the fighters.
Let's go, boy. Let's go, boy.
The cameraman purposefully rotates around them, showcasing every important blow as the fighters go at it. It's a tense sequence that makes us feel like our hearts are in our throats. We're grateful for the crew's hard work. It reportedly took them 13 takes to get it right, with only 2 actually being usable for editing.
Yeah, come get some. We got one, right? Yeah. 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it, baby. We got one, right?
Number 5. A Long Way Down. Mission Impossible. Fallout. There are many moments that make Fallout one of the best entries in the franchise.
His reputation precedes.
You use a scalpel. I prefer a hammer.
Sitting near the top is the undeniably awesome Halo jump. Standing for high altitude, low open, the jump requires opening your parachute at a low altitude. It's difficult to pull off even when you're not trying to film it. It took more effort than many other scenes in the movie. Not only did it take extensive planning and training in a wind tunnel, but it could also only be attempted once per day due to shooting right at sunset. Special helmets were created and everyone had to breathe straight oxygen for 20 minutes so as to not get decompression sickness. But the jaw-dropping shot was more than worth the effort.
3,000. Deploy. 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 Deploy.
Number 4. Beat 'em Up. Old Boy. This South Korean action thriller features one of the most awe-inspiring long takes in all of film. Old Boy follows a man imprisoned for 15 years, seeking vengeance on his mysterious captors once he's free. Its standout scene, iconic even to those who have never seen the film, is a nearly 3-minute-long corridor brawl. Requiring 17 takes over the course of 3 days, it pits protagonist Ode Soo against a horde of goons, with only a hammer to defend himself with. Though it doesn't have any flashy moves, the commitment is certainly stunning. The actors breathlessly fall over each other as the fight continues, and our hero's refusal to give up despite their numbers makes us root for him even more. Number 3. Hospital Shootout. Hard-Boiled. Director John Woo is an action legend, and he's got films like Hard-Boiled to thank for that legacy. The entire film is a non-stop cops versus gun smugglers thrill ride. At the peak of its thrilling scenes is the roughly 3-minute-long hospital shootout. We follow 2 officers through 2 floors and a whole lot of goons, with bullets blasting chunks from the scenery and a seemingly endless supply of stuntmen. The scene is a magnificent feat, but it took more effort than standard planning and practicing. Some cast and crew members stayed in the studio for days on end, leaving them feeling drained. The sequence was clearly very difficult to get right, but it's a study in groundbreaking stunts and effects work. Number 2. Going Up. The Protector. Tony Jaa is one of the most breathtaking modern martial arts film stars. One of the best examples of his skill comes in the 4-minute-long Steadicam sequence from The Protector. Set in a Thai restaurant with multiple floors, Jaa's character Kam fights his way up a winding staircase. As the fight kicks into high gear, the cameraman chases Kam and pulls us along with it. The scene required an abundance of extras, a multitude of stuntmen, and features more than a few broken pieces of scenery. We struggle to catch our breath just watching it, so it's hard to imagine what the crew and actors went through to film it. Number 1. The War Zone, Children of Men. Alfonso Cuarón's Children of Men features several extraordinary long takes, courtesy of cinematographer Emmanuel Lubezki.
I haven't seen you for nearly 20 years, and you come asking me for transit papers.
Can you do it?
I don't see how.
But the absolute best in our book is the 6-minute-long war zone sequence during the film's climax. With Key and her child in danger, Theo braves the dangerous landscape with no weapon to defend himself.
You put their lives at risk.
Just let it go. You don't know what you're doing.
No? Look around you. It's the uprising.
Surrounded by gunfire and explosions, we move from the peril-ridden streets to the bombed-out buses to an immigrant-filled apartment building, all without cutting once. It's entirely visceral. The viewer is positioned with the hero as bodies rapidly drop and blood and glass spray the camera. Few scenes simulate the chaos and sorrow of Warzone as successfully as Children of Men.
Stop! Cease fire! Cease firing!
This video is brought to you by FX's The Old Man. Watch it Thursdays on FX. Stream on Hulu.